going on, people? It's Mr. back again with the preview show. How is everyone feeling today? Nervous, happy, jolly? I know the guy next to me, he's nervous as hell. Boys fast. Look at him, he's already nervous. Look at him. He's nervous as hell. But yeah, people, how's everyone feeling? First preview of the first leg. Nottingham Forest be Sheffield out at Bramall Lane tomorrow, 3 o'clock kickoff. I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous at all. I've been saying this for the last week or so. I'm not nervous. Look at it. He probably thinks I'm nervous. I'm not nervous at all.
You're talking too much for somebody who's not nervous.
As you know, I've got the man himself. One of the best channels on YouTube I've watched. Johnny, how you feeling, Johnny? How you feeling?
I don't like this playoff nonsense. I never have. Never have liked it. We're like, no good memories from playoffs.
Listen to me. Don't bring up playoffs, because remember the 03-04 season. I think it was.
Yeah.
Don't mention that. Don't mention that to me. Like I said, people, this is Johnny. Just a short view on his YouTube channel. One of the best channels I've seen on YouTube. So people go and subscribe to the channel. It's got great content, completely different to whatever YouTubers do. Link is below. Go and subscribe. Right. Let's start, Johnny. Big game tomorrow. As a Sheffield United fan, how are you feeling?
How am I feeling? I'm 33 years of age, and in playoffs, I've been to the old Wembley, the new Wembley twice, the Millennium Stadium. Never seen us score in a playoff final. Never seen us win a playoff semi-final when we be the home team first. And my team's been relegated in the playoff. So I'm feeling I'm great. Yeah. Wonderful. Honestly, can't wait.
You wasn't saying that over time. He was getting a bit tense a little bit, if I remember. I got a text to show people you bit edgy.
I won't say edgy. I just don't really matter who wins this, because we're just going to lose to Huddersfield or Luton anyway.
Lots happening, and I think that's ended 1-1. I don't know if people knows in the comments. I think it's ended 1-1. But let's.
The only bit I get edgy about is your mate Des. Oh, we battered you at your place. It was 1-1, mate. Come on, Peter.
Like the man Des, Mr. Do Daily.
Oh, I love the guy. He's
legend, Mr. Do Daily. As everyone knows, Des is always on my channel, and he does some work for Johnny as well. For what was it?
Pitch football.
Pitch football. Yeah. So Des done. He's doing some great work there. Right. So Johnny, let's talk about the Sheffield United season. Like, it's been a crazy season for you. So tell everyone. What's been your season been like?
Similar to yours. Down at Doldrums, we're pants manager. Not getting where he wanted, and so we weren't producing the right type of football. Like yourselves, we've had a new manager come in and really turn the ship around. Where we've kind of gone off separately is neither of us have really had the money to invest in new players, but the key players for you have stayed fit, and ours haven't.
Yeah,
You've
got about 4 or 5 strikers out, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got 6 strikers on the book. Bear in mind, our chairman says 6 strikers were too many. Well, they're all out. We've got 2 attacking midfielders up front. But even when they do come back fit, another 2 come off. So it's like constantly rotating. And I think you played an unchanged squad for like 3 games and you won all 3.
Yeah.
And that shows the importance to it. Fulham, top at league. You've played Fulham twice. We just beat them 4-0 the other day. They are a good team, but they're not that amazing. Do you know how many times they've had either only one player and changed? Do you know how many times they've had an unchanged squad? Like 80% of the season. And that goes a long way in my book. I reckon if they'd had the injury problems we'd had, I reckon if they'd had 2 keep... Like if Mitro would have done a Graben for you, like, you know how Graben's been out for a long time. If that had been Mitro, do you really think Fulham would have ran away with it like they did?
No. The thing, I think when Fulham played us, like Mitro, our defence dealt with him. He's just a mardy bastard. Sorry for my language. He's just a mardy... and he didn't get his own way because our defence just put him in the back pocket. And
he's still in John Egan's pocket from the weekend. The thing with Mitro is he's not only the leading scorer for Fulham, he's also the leading yellow cards man. So that kind of shows what type of player he is.
You mentioned, like I said, you've got like 6 strikers injured, but I'm going to mention him. I hate this player. He scores past Forest every single time. You know what I'm talking about, right? Don't you?
Morgan Gibbs White.
Always scores past Forest. I think I mentioned in another show. He scored against us for Wolves. He scored against us when he was at the 6th ground. and he's playing as is it a second striker, isn't it?
It's strange. At the minute, it's Iman and Dye up front, but they're not playing like traditional strikers. They're leading the forward line, then you've got Sander Berger coming in and running past them. So they're playing in like a weird triangle, an overlapping triangle. And on paper, it's like, what the hell is that? When you see it actually put into practice, second half at QPR, they kind of changed it into that formation that worked. And then they did it against Fulham. And all three of those players scored it first half. So I'd call him more of a striking midfielder.
Yeah, because like I said, we can talk about the other game, about 1-1 later on. But he's always a threat. Like I said, you know what? We'll talk about it now. Like we played against you lot, Johnny, 1-1, and Cole Gibbs. Every time he had the ball, and he can do something. Yeah. And I don't know if you remember, we battered you. Can you be honest? We battered you at Bramall Lane then.
Down the right hand side, you had your own way all night. Night. You had we had Sariki at right back, I think, 16-year-old lad, and he's just not ready. He's not ready. But the problem is, the guy who was meant to be covering him, I think we either played Ben Davis there because Chris Basham wasn't fit, but whoever was meant to be covering him just decided they weren't going to cover him. So you lot down that right hand side could have just done what you want. But shots wise, I think we had 4 more on target than you, but you had more shots overall. Yeah. And they all came because you had that free run down that right hand side. As far as battering goes, I don't think you battered us. I just think you had your own.
No, I think we had the first
if
half.
If you'd have battered us, you'd have scored 3 goals.
The first half, right, Johnny, right, Forest fans, can you remember this game? As a Forest fan, I can remember, right, the first half, as we know, Brennan and Mr. Penno, we had more of the ball, was pressuring you more. The start of the second half, we was up front, and then the ex-Forest player, Ben Osborne, he come on as well, and Billy Sharp come on as well.
Yeah, he got the goal.
Yeah, and he got the goal, and I love Billy Sharp. I love Billy Sharp, like he was at Forest, and is he injured? Is he injured as well?
He is injured. They are trying to get him back for at least the second leg. But I don't think he'll be playing it first leg. See, this is where I start. I agree you were the better team on the day. I just won't go as far as battering. If you'd have battered us, you'd have beat us comfortably, because we've had teams batter us this season. Coventry battered us. They absolutely walloped us. Other games where we played away, we got battered. Derby, our favourite team, Derby, second half, they battered us. And I hate saying that because I can't stand them. But I will say you were the better team on the day, and you probably should have snuck it. But couldn't find a way past Wes.
He was on form. I miss I want to talk about your goalkeeper. Like I said, I think didn't he get player of the season for Sheffield United, didn't he?
Yeah, and he didn't start playing until about 14 games in.
I've always liked to think he was where was he at before? Was he at Rangers?
He were at Rangers, and before that, he were in Swindon, and that's when we were down in League One days. And even then, I thought he's a good keeper. The problem is, we were playing in a way under Slav where keeper were expected to have it at his feet, and Wes isn't that kind of keeper. So we were all worried every time he got ball. Once we went back to like a more familiar style for United, he fit right in. He was comfortable.
I look at the comments, and I saw some comments like, I was late to the show. I do apologise because
my fault.
If you've got kids, you understand. So, and as well, and I'd like to announce I have reached 7K as well, people. So thank you very much, everyone, for subscribing.
Go on, lad.
Thank you very much. It's been a while, but yeah, people, thank you very much for subscribing. My next target is 8K now. So yeah. Thank you everyone for subscribing to my channel. I much appreciate it as well. We can talk about Ben Osborne, and it's weird, Johnny. Like when he come on, he's been playing as when he was at Forest. Sometimes he played as a right winger. Yeah. But for Sheffield United, is it working well for you lot?
It depends. It depends. He plays in about 84 different positions.
like Forest, at Forest, he plays everywhere.
The problem is when he played against Fulham, he were a 10 out of 10. Work ethic, brilliant on the ball, unplayable. And when he does have a good game, he's one of the best players on pitch. The problem is, every time he has a good game, he goes missing for another 7. He don't have a bad game, and he works hard, but he goes missing. And you think back, what are you actually playing? That's his problem. If he could be consistent, he wouldn't be playing for you or us. I reckon he'd be a good mid-table Premier League player.
Oh, okay. No, I think I think that's where Forest fans will always pick on the academy, and the Forest fans will know he can play anywhere. He can play left wing, right wing. He can play number 10, left back, wherever. Forest number 9, and Forest fans, like you just mentioned, he'll play 1 or 2 good games. He'll go missing for 4 games, and that's where it frustrates Forest fans.
Yeah.
But I know, like I said, when you signed him, he didn't play much. But as a Sheffield United fan, like I said, do you think he's proven now to be like a starter for your team? Like, you got so many ex-Forest players. You got Osborne, you got Robinson as well. Like, how's Robinson doing? Because
he's been brilliant.
It was a strange move for Forest because I remember, I don't know if you know John there, Sebastian Mucci didn't want to sell him.
Yeah.
To Sheffield United. And what's he like being with you lot?
Premier League weren't good enough at all. Just weren't. He was thrust into a position. He was meant to be a cover player, but he ended up starting a lot of games because obviously we've had Jack O'Connell out for 2 years now. Obviously the best player at the club. How do you get into Jack O'Connell's shoes? You can't, especially when you're in an established system with the key player missing. So we were all doubting him. And then this season, he's been a bit of a revelation. We weren't expecting it. He's solid. He's good on the ball. Another one a bit more consistent than Osborne. He plays well more often. He is prone to a mistake here and there, but which defender isn't? Let's be fair at this level.
Yeah.
With Osborne, if he'd be a consistent starter, if he could be a consistent player, he's handy to have as a utility backup player. I think his contract's getting renewed because it expired at end of season. I think we're announced to keep it in for another year.
Okay.
I understand that. Obviously, we've got a thin squad. We need back players like him. Jack Robinson's also had his contract extended for another year because his were expiring at the end of this season. And that one's a key one to me because if we don't go up, we'll need him because he's been one of the better players this season. If we do go up, we'll need numbers in the squad. We can't go up. We can't be in the Premier League with a wafer-thin squad again. Not that we're going to go to the Premier League. It's not happening.
I've got a question for you, and this is from Glenn. Thank you. How are you doing, Glenn? Johnny, great result against Fulham last week. The last time you scored 4 in a game, you lost 4-1 the following game. Worried?
It's playoffs, so I'm worried anyway, regardless of what score we're in. Other one. No, I'm not worried. We kept a clean sheet. Completely different scoreline. Last time we won 4-0 in a game. I think we won 3-0 the next game. So are you worried?
Listen to me, we're not worried. People in the comments, are you worried about tomorrow's game as well? Get your predictions as well. If you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button as well. Subscribe to Johnny's as well. Fantastic channel. One of the best channels. Like I said, with me, I don't rate as much Premiership channels, but when you watch Johnny's, it's completely different. Banter, jokes, the lot. So people go and watch it. It's a great channel.
I'm paying him to say this, by the
way. Right, people, like I said, people, we've got any comments for Johnny. Make it quick. Like I said, we'll try and make it a 25-minute live channel. Talk about Forest. Johnny, are you worried about any Forest players? Because, like I said, when we scored it, I think it was the 95th minute. How did you felt when the Super Ryan scored past you?
To be fair, it's about 8th time we've done it this season, so I weren't surprised. But we've all been there as football fans, haven't we? It's an horrible feeling, especially when, again, as I said, you were the better team that day. But I thought with that goal and then keeping you out the way we did, I thought we'd shaded it. I thought we'd done enough to just stick on for 3 points. But a 95th minute equaliser for you felt like a win for you and a loss for us. Let's be fair.
Yeah, it was. It was about like you know if it was an extra 2 or 3 minutes, I think we could have won the game.
I do. I believe you'd have won it because momentum were on your point of that. But as far as players, is he David Johnson's son? That Johnson who plays for you.
Yeah.
He's a good player. He's a good player. That right wing back you've all known from Borough. How have they let him go? What planet are they on?
He had a bad relationship with Warnock.
Everybody had a bad. It's only Paddy Kenny who's ever had a good relationship with Warnock. But now, and then that Surridge, he could be something special. Whether he's just hitting a purple patch or whether he's going to keep this going, he seems to have found a position he likes where he can slot into a system he likes. They're the three players that I'll be keeping an eye on for you.
People are confirming. Like I said, what I'm going to ask John's score prediction for later this show. People, what is your score prediction for tomorrow? John, like I said, it's been a mad. And you told me a stat. Like you've not got a good playoff record, just like Forest. And like I said, you said you got a bad record, but how are you feeling? Like I know how you and your friends are feeling about this one, because like I said, we both got bad records, but I'm confident. I don't know why I'm confident, but I don't know why. How are you feeling about this?
You see, it's a strange one because it's a playoff, so I'm never going to be confident because I've been there and I've been bitten before, as you have. But I think this will apply to you guys as well.
Yeah,
it's been that long since we've been in a playoff. I'm hoping that's all behind us, because if you think about Sheffield United especially, it's space of 14 years, 8 of them have been playoff years, and we've not won a single one. And now we've had a big gap. So I'm hoping that we've got players in there that won't remember the last time we won a playoff game. We've got players that have won playoffs. Ollie Norwood's in there, a few others, who like Conor Orahan's in there. So we've got players who know how to get it done. And I'm hoping a lot of the Sheffield United fans, like myself, will be outnumbered by these younger fans who've not seen a playoff, so they'll all be confident.
It's just like who's done it? Like the younger fans, they've not witnessed nothing.
The only slight confidence I've got is that we're at home first.
Yeah.
Usually that's a disadvantage. I think coming back off a 4-0 win, that will work in our favour. Saying that, I think a 1-0 win for us or a 1-0 or a 1-0 win for you would be disastrous. If we're going to get to Wembley, we need to score 2 or 3 in that first game, because you're going to get to City Ground. We've only got 2,000 tickets. I don't know how that's happened, by the way.
It's about no comment. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, no, it's not at fans' fault. It's just what happens, isn't it?
It's weird. It's weird. Sorry to put into it. Like, I can't believe this. Sheffield United, it's only 20 quid as well.
Yeah.
I'm amazed, because Forest, how much is your ticket? Are you going to City Ground?
I am. 29 quid it's cost me.
29 quid. I don't know.
A club can only charge, they can't charge more than the most expensive home ticket. And everywhere around the ground for adults, we've said blanket price 20 or 21 quid. So for you, we've made it 20. It's because we can't charge you more than 21. Whereas I think your most expensive ticket is 32, 34.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So they have made it lower than what your most expensive is, just not as low as we have. So it's bad, but it could be worse. They could have charged us 34.
Yeah, that's 100%. People comment. So sorry, carry on.
I was going to say we made a mistake by giving you the top tier. I'm fine with that. What we should have done is they should have approached Forest before they announced it and just said, "Listen, we're giving you 2,000. We'll give you the rest of the upper tier and give you 3.1, which we have given you anyway, if you do the same." The problem was we didn't do that. We just expected Forest to do it. And as a club, if you're thinking about the home fans, which obviously you have done, and you've got every right to do that, it's just that the clubs didn't communicate, if that makes sense.
Yeah. There's a question for you, and I saw this on the Sheffield United website. You've not sold your home in, have you?
I think we've got about 60 tickets left.
Oh, I've seen there's a few tickets left. Are you a bit surprised you've still got tickets left?
No, website's an absolute sham. Honestly, it's a nightmare getting tickets. All the tickets are either going to be on your phone or printed at home. It's only in the last week or so, the last few days, we decided, we'll actually print some tickets out at the ground. There were 3,000 left. I think it was 2 or 3 days ago. They're nearly all gone now. A lot of people have had trouble moving, because they've moved all the fans who had season tickets in the bit you're going to be in.
Oh, okay.
So all of them have had trouble getting tickets around the ground, because they obviously want to get tickets together with the family, this, that, and the other. That's what's held it up. That and the website's an absolute nightmare. It took me, the day the tickets got released, I could buy them straight away. It took me 4 hours to get a ticket. You have to queue for the website. And then when you get in there, it keeps crashing. And then when you get in there, it keeps saying, you can't have this seat. Your season ticket's for another stand. Because they hadn't changed the database to do it. So even though that is my seat I've had all season, their database crashed and they thought I were on a different stand.
Wow.
So that's why.
Yeah.
I think the only tickets we've got left are there's a 1 or 2 up family stand, and the rest of them in that Bramall Lane lower where you are. And people are hesitant to go in it, because a lot of the ones that are going for them tickets are families.
Oh, fair enough. Please, if you've got any questions for Johnny, put them in the comments below. I think there's one for you, Johnny, from James McKay. Johnny, would you like Sheffield United to sign Gibbs White on a permanent deal next season?
Yeah, all the year. I didn't think there were a chance in hell of it happening, whether we went up or not, because Wolves don't want to sell him. But now Gibbs White's come out and he's making inclinations that he wants to stay.
Does there?
Yeah, he loves it here, all this, that, and the other. You know, something a player starts saying when he wants the move.
Listen to me. Every time he touches that ball near the bloody 18-yard box, he's going to do something. So I hope, before I keep him quiet, because he worries me every single time. There's one from Rover's Vlogs. Evening, Dawn, Johnny. All the best in playoffs. Look here, we've got autos. Yeah, well done to Bristol Rose for that 7-goal swing. Couldn't believe that.
Go on, Leon Clark.
I'll ask you 2 more questions, Johnny. We'll talk about manager, then we'll talk about Cooper. Like, he came midway through season. Like, as a fan, are you happy the way things have gone with him?
Yeah, I am. I did have my doubts about him as a man manager. He's completely written over those doubts. I always knew he was a good coach, good tactician. My doubts were in his man management skills, because obviously Leeds was a hard place to go because it was a shambles at the time, a lot of egos. And then Scottish football is just Scottish football, isn't it? So I was worried. I shouldn't have been, because he's come in and shown that he has got good man management skills. And the fact that he's got us anywhere near the playoffs, never mind in them, is just a bonus. I were expecting, even when he were doing it his best, with the wafer thin squad he had to work with, I were expecting 10th at the best. So even if we don't go up, he's done a phenomenal job, and I'm excited for whatever he does next.
100%. And there's another one for you. And we know this is a bit tough. Johnny can't answer this. Who does Johnny think is better, Marcus White or Brennan?
Billy Sharp.
Listen to me, right? People, when Billy Sharp was at Forest, I think Forest fans loved him. He always give, as you know, he hates Derby.
And,
yeah.
Don't we all?
Who doesn't hate Derby? But if no one saw on Instagram, I remember Johnny sent me a clip about the Derby situation. People start laughing. Who the fuck's this guy? I was like, Johnny, go make sure you try to tell him. He's a madman. People, get your pictures in for tomorrow's game. Johnny, last but not least, Johnny, you know, it's a massive game. It's the first half. What is your prediction for tomorrow's game, man?
This is a difficult one, you know, because
it's a difficult one, isn't it? I keep changing. The next 4 days.
Everything in my head is saying it's going to be another 1-1. Everything in my head says it's going to be another 1-1. But there's this little teeny unrealistic part of me that thinks we can carry on from what we did at Fulham and win 2 or 3-0. And if we did that, that'd be the best we could do. But realistically, in all honesty, I can't look past a 1-1.
I've said to everyone, Johnny, right, and I'll switch on this one. I'm not saying it because I want revenge. I personally think, because yes, you battered Fulham 4-0, and it was well deserved. But I personally think if we played the way we did against you lot, and especially in the first half, and if Johnny scored that goal, I think it would have been a battering. But it wasn't, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sticking for it. I'm sticking to my guns, and I think Forest will win 3-0 for first leg.
If we put out the same squad that you played at Bramall Lane the day we played each other, you'd win 3 or 4-0. Easy. It's a different squad now. Well, it's the same squad. Different 11, shall we say.
Yeah.
We've got a more set defence now. We've got Baldock coming back, so even if Osborne don't play it right back, Baldock's back. So thank God there's no Femi there. Players have found a system now. But even so, even though I'm confident that this team's the better one than you played before, it's better than the one you played at the City Ground as well. It doesn't make me any more confident. I do think that if the Nottingham Forest that played Fulham turns up, it's 1-0. If the Nottingham Forest that played Bournemouth shows up, that's where we could get our win. First half, you probably should have got a penalty. First half, you did look like you had it in you to win that game. I think second half, I don't want to say edge went because they didn't. I think your edge were just down. I think it was after that penalty decision.
Yeah, I think the second half we wasn't great at all. I think Bournemouth just took advantage of that situation. Like we can blame should we had VAR, penalty decision, blah blah blah, but we wasn't great. So if Sheffield United, if Forest turn up the way we played against Bournemouth second half, I personally think I don't think we'll lose. I think as you mentioned it, it'd be another 1-1 because I can say Sheffield United they got about 6 strikers play off, but like I said, Gibbs White, the other striker that people's mentioned who was and die. Maybe threat. So we've got to be on a game, and I'm going for it, John. I sorry, but I've got to go for it. I think Forest will 3-0. I've said it on news, radio, and everything. I can't. I've got to. So people, I think it'll be 3-0, and I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
My honest prediction is the 1-1. I think you'll score in 30th, 40th minute, and I think it'll be us getting the late equaliser this time, which will fill us full of confidence to go to City Ground, and then you'll beat us 2-0. It's weird because, like I said, before we came on show, like I said, we've seen Luton and who's the other lot? Huddersfield play. Huddersfield, yeah. Luton looked the better team.
They did, and this is going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game because I said I wanted Luton. No, I wanted Sheffield United.
Yeah,
I said Sheffield United like 4 or 5 weeks ago because I wanted Sheffield United in the playoffs because, as I keep mentioning it, that I want that revenge because I cried like a bitch when I was 15 years old. So I want revenge. Can you remember that game, Johnny?
It's hazy because I was absolutely smashed off my face. But yeah, I remember it. 13-year-old sneaking cans of Carling up in my coat like that back at top. Crying when you were 2-0 up. Like, it's over with no.
Oh, dude. I've never cried. I'm not talking about it. We focus on tomorrow's game, but
I think that's why it means so much for not just this game, but I think me and you are the kind of people who do get emotional over football. Yeah. And I think that's why these games, as much as we try and play it down and say, oh no, we both know what we're going to be like on match day. We're both going to be fully invested in it. And even though I'm expecting the worst, it'll still hurt if we go out.
100%. Johnny, it's been a pleasure. This guy's a legend. Like I said, people, if you haven't subscribed to Johnny's channel, man, go and watch it, man. Because like I said, he does some fantastic work. He makes an effort on doing his channels as well. So he does previews. And when I see who's your mate, Johnny? You do the little Joe. Jono, he's a legend as well, man. I think the chemistry, it's important when you're a channel. It's important to have a chemistry, and I will watch him and mate, and it's good. So people like I say, go and watch him. It's a fantastic channel, and it's all about having a laugh on YouTube. And exactly. People, the link there. They go and subscribe to show view. Right,
if you're here watching this video and you've not subbed to Mr. Door, what are you doing? Do it now. Go sub. Go sub now.
People, go on sub now. Like there's 123 people there. Please hit the subscribe button. Like I said, people, I've reached 7K. My next target is 8K. And I'm not going to hint. And if you're watching Match Day Max, I'm coming for you because you keep running your mouth so much. So people, get me to 8K before we get to Wembley. That's how confident I am, Johnny. But
unsubscribe. Like this video and comment as well because that'll help me out as well.
Hit the like button as well, people. It's much appreciated as well. But people, are you going to Sheffield United as well? Put in the comments below if you are. I'm excited. I think I'm going to sleep great because, like I said, I'm always nervous, but I'm not nervous. No, it's all right. It's okay to be nervous because it's a playoffs, blah blah blah. But I'm not being nervous. Everyone keeps saying that. Are you nervous? But no.
I'm more nervous about my brother's stag do, which we're doing before and after the game. So.
But it's what it is. But Johnny, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Always enjoy coming on here, mate. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. But actually, people, big game tomorrow. Like I said, I'm getting Sheffield tomorrow, and like I said, it's going to be fun. I'm excited, buzzing, and all that. Before I go, like I said, people, thank you everyone for subscribing to the channel. Like I said, I reached the 7K, and it's like another proud moment for me today. So everyone who has been watching me for the last 5 years, I appreciate every one of you. If you're in Nottingham, around the world, I much appreciate. Next target is 8K, so please do hit the subscribe button, like as well, people. And tomorrow is D-Day, massive game for both clubs. I'm ready for if Forest back Johnny, I'm getting the tissues ready for you, Johnny. And like I said, people, it's only the first half. It's just the first half. There's 2 games going on, one on tomorrow and one on Tuesday.
And if we batter you, I'll have my own tissues for a very different reason.
Right, people. Right. Let's get ready. I'm ready. So I'll see you tomorrow, people, if you are headed to Bramall Lane, and I'm excited. Peace and love, people. And Johnny, last thing, up the Reds.
Up the Blades.
Go on, lad.